My grandfather come here in 1950, so I'm the third generational farmer now. We've been on this land for about 70 years, this particular farm anyway. Most of our country is all hilly country. Only the last 20 years it's been green cane trash blanket. We virtually wanted to stem the flow of sediment runoff. We wanted to try something different instead of traditional fertilisers, and the structure seemed to work out not too bad for us.
Government's brought in new regulations, legislations for growers to have a nutrient management plan with an N&P budget. Growers are being encouraged to adopt practice changes, whether it's by putting in legumes, reducing nitrogen on old ratoons, or just having a go at trialling innovative practice changes on ground in the field while trying to improve water quality.
This particular paddock, it was pretty high in PBI, whatever it is, and the high aluminium. So some of our elements for our fertiliser, the plant wasn't uptaking it really well. So we needed to apply mill mud. In this paddock we really couldn't apply mill mud because of the slope of the terrain, you know, the severity of the incline as well as the angle of the property itself on this paddock.
Steve joined the Project Catalyst broader adoption program, and while I was doing up his nutrient management plans, I identified on one of his plant blocks that had really high PBI, up to 330 PBI, which is the higher the PBI or the Phosphorus Buffering Index. So the higher it goes, the more tie-up it possibly is and less plant available. And he also had very low BSES phosphorus, which is with a 5. So with that, he also had extremely high aluminium levels from his soil tests and everything that we did.
We joined Project Catalyst probably 2 years ago, I think now, from memory. And we were, like I said, we're always open to change. You know, since I farmed to my father, you know, we've adopted stool splitting, we've adopted green cane trash blanketing. We try and minimum tool plant when we can. Just change through innovation because, you know, like everything's always changing. We just wanted to try something different, you know, and get away from putting on your same blend of fertiliser all the time because the way we saw it, at the present time we're adopting like, you know, fallow management and all that sort of stuff because I can see the benefits in putting organic matter back in his soil, and this is what we've been traditionally doing.
I was looking at that as a whole because his phosphorus as a traditional fertiliser would be bound up pretty quickly, and an indication of his soil test recommendations was that he was applying 80 kilos per hectare of phosphorus for his plant cane alone, and then moving forward it would have been 40 kilos every year therefore on his return.
Probably been soil tested now for at least 15 years, maybe a little bit longer. Our paddocks isn't just the one soil type through the whole paddock. You know, I've got paddocks here where I've got 7 types of soil through it, anything from a clay down to a black earth. Various parts of your paddock will be different yields all the way through, especially the poor country. You know, we wanted to get the right ingredient to grow the best cane we can.
When we side dress or put any fertiliser product down, it'll be side dressed in the row, and if we have heavy rainfall, the potential of sediment movement and the phosphorus moving away from the plant off those hills and everything like that. So structure is a liquid where we were able to put it into the Comprador applicator. We put it on at 100 litres to the hectare. It went down into the stool itself. It was sitting right where the plant could access it immediately. So we wanted to do a comparison as to the traditional fertilisers versus the new technology that we're now currently trialling in Steve's paddock.
So the worst part with fertiliser, you've got to calibrate it. And see, on our farm alone, we've got 4 different blends of fertiliser. Every time I put fertiliser on, you've got to recalibrate everything. I mean, the structure at first, I had to recalibrate all that, bit of muck around that, but initially when you got it all fine-tuned, everything runs all right. As long as your machinery runs sweet, everything's good.